Yes, people, how are we all doing? Hope everybody is fit and well. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about what has been popping up in the headlines about serial killer nurse Lucy Letby. Now, it's all over the papers recently, the last few days, and the headlines about it is Lucy Letby has keys to her own cell and leads cushy life, says prison insider. But let me tell you a few facts, because like I've mentioned there, a lot of people will be reading up on these articles in the newspapers and believing every word that they hear and see. Lucy Letby will be having an horrendous time in prison. She's serving life without parole. She's the number one target, the number one female target in the female prison estate, because each and every, or just about 99%, I would say, I was going to say each and every one, but there is animals, shall we refer to them as, like her in there, that will become her friend, because there is other female baby killers in prison. But Lucy Letby will be watching her back every step of the way. She will be vulnerable to attack every minute she's out of her cell. Once she lets her guard down, she will be attacked at some point, because with her being the number one target in the female prison estate, everybody or every female who's violent, which is going to be the majority of them in there, will love to have that trophy, love to have the name of the one that got Lucy Letby first, because they'll be straight to the papers when they're on release, when they get released. Everyone will be talking about it. They'll be the ones that want to brag about it, that they got Lucy Letby in prison. So don't believe the papers when they're saying she's leading a cushy life and she's got her own keys in prison. So it says here Letby, who carried out the murders at Countess of Chester Hospital between 2015 and 2016, is now being held at the privately owned Category A HMP Bronzefield in Ashford, Surrey. So she was previously detained at HMP Low Newton, and she's now in Bronzefield, which is a high security prison for women. And there probably will be a separate wing or a unit that houses the likes of Lucy Letby. And in some prisons, sometimes it's on the enhanced wings, prisoners have got keys to the pads. Now, what happens when you have a key to your pad in prison is, all that key is for is when you leave your pad, you can't open and close it from the inside. Let yourself in and out whenever you want. All that key is for when you leave that area, say you go to the gym, or you go to the library, or you go to work, you can then lock the door behind you. You can lock the door from the outside, but you can't open it from the inside. So it's not as if they're letting themselves in and out whenever they want. And this is where the papers are misleading you and letting you think Lucy Letby has got a key to her pad and she can come and go as she pleases. All the key is for is to lock the door from the outside when you're leaving the association area or leaving that vicinity and going to the gym or somewhere like that. So that is me clearing up them facts, because I've been in prison, and I've been in prison when I've been on an enhanced wing, when I had a gym orderly job, and when you went to the gym to do your work for a gym orderly, you lock the door behind you so the other lads on the landing can't go on your pad and maybe take your possessions when you're not there. So that's all that means, and it doesn't mean you can open the door from the inside. But like I've mentioned, she will become attacked at some point throughout us. Well, I'm saying throughout her sentence. She's never getting out. It's life without parole. So she will be getting attacked on numerous occasions, More so in a couple of years' time when things relax a little bit, because at the minute, with her being so high profile, she will be guarded all the time, and the staff will not want, as much as they probably do, want Lucy to get attacked. They don't want it to happen whilst they're on shift, because they're the ones that will get pulled up inside the governor's office and they will get reprimanded and possibly sacked if Lucy's attacked on their watch, because she's so high profile, it's going to be all over the news and there'll be a massive investigation if she's attacked while she's supposed to be guarded in prison. So that is the scenario around staffing in prison looking after Lucy. So I'll leave that one there for now, people. I just thought I would clear things up about having a key in prison and what it actually means. But again, as usual, if you enjoy the content, remember to comment, like and subscribe. But I will be clearing a few things up about HMP Bronzefield on a podcast, because I've got a guest coming on tomorrow and I will be releasing it maybe at the weekend or sometime next week about this female ex-prisoner who's coming on my channel to talk about life inside of HMP Bronzefield.